live and you are with us. All rise.
Damn.
I think I need to rise. Wow.
I need a drink.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to be doing a little day drinking today, Ronnie.
God.
This is ridiculous. I don't even know what to say at this point. We probably lost the entire audience. We're an hour late because of a setting. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
All right. So welcome to the show. This is Sunny. Please be seated.
yeah. Sit down. Sit down already.
Welcome to the program. I'm Lou Gallagher.
Corvette Ronnie.
And we're happy to be with you on this Sunday morning. Not as happy as we once were at about 6:30, an hour and a half ago. So this is Sunday morning Mass. And on Mass, what we like to do is kind of a cacophony of...
That's a big word.
Thanks.
You got
Topics.
That, you get that word of the day calendar, didn't you?
No, I stole it from the guy next to me at his desk. Walking by, I saw the word. A cacophony of topics from which to choose. Hey, look at this. Sasha says, I was all sad. I thought they weren't going on today.
Yeah, well, we thought that a couple times ourselves.
Yeah, what Jason says, well, look who we have here.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. Yeah, where were you an hour ago?
Yeah, remember, we're not paying him enough.
Yeah, the iTech,
yeah,
the techie stuff is...
just so you know, we were on custom and it should have been on gaming.
Yep.
That's the problem.
So...
I noticed it at the very last second, and I thought, wow, maybe last week we were on gaming.
Well, so I was just opening OBS because I didn't think that setting, that custom was right. So I was going to look at mine.
We also have, Jason, a error screen on YouTube that says, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which will cause, I'm sure, a disconnection. Somewhere along the lines. Good morning to Texas T. Good morning, Texas. Ken Blythe, matching shirts. Must be serious.
Yeah, we kind of. Well, mine's got like a little checkered pattern. It may not pick it up well on the.
You know, I don't know what I was thinking about this morning, but we use a blue screen now, and as you can see, I've got a blue T-shirt, long sleeve T-shirt on. So it looks like
it's on. It probably looks like a floating hand there.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, we figured out how they did Cousin It on Addams Family
Naturally
today.
Would be Thing.
Thing, that's right. Cousin It was the bald head, right?
Cousin It was the hairy little 3-foot creature.
Man, I got it all wrong.
Yeah,
today.
you need to catch up.
I know. I got to start reading my email. All right, let's see. What do we want to get to today? Okay. 2 things off the top of our head that we've discussed ad nauseum over the last week. And wow, who died, guys? Check this out. Look. Now, this is going to look like I have no chest whatsoever. Where do you see that? We're on a delay here.
Yeah, we have a slight delay.
Jimmy Fast says, where is the day drinking happening? Well, I think it'll be at our respective homes.
Yeah.
Love the black. Okay. It wasn't planned.
Right.
We did say we would wear a nice shirt.
Yes.
I do have a tie.
I brought a tie also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got too much into the technical glitches.
Yeah.
All right. So today we are going to do a show that I think you are going to want to be a part of. Is my chest? Yeah, there. You can see it now.
Yep.
Look, you can see right through me into the church. Oh, I love this. That you, I hope, will want to be a part of. Today, we're going to talk about pet peeves.
And that's my biggest pet peeve.
People talking about pet peeves?
Exactly.
Oh, well, then maybe we shouldn't. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next
Bye-bye.
Sunday. Boy, that's not going to work. Okay, so pet peeves. Usually they come to me when I'm driving, it seems.
I think 90% of my pet peeves are driving related.
Yeah. I got to close this up so people aren't freaking out. But there are so many more pet peeves that we could touch on. And we will, in fact. I'm going to open up another window here real quick. And Ronnie, why don't you start us off with a couple of your, or maybe your first pet peeve of the
Okay,
day.
this is after being in a pretty serious vehicle accident because the person behind me crushed my truck because they were looking at their phone.
Ah.
So people on their phones are my absolute biggest pet peeve. And I still write tickets for cell phone use. I could write easily 50 a day if I did nothing else but write cell phone tickets.
Just about every car you drive past, you see somebody on the phone.
Yeah. And you know what? I see people at stoplights, they're looking at their phones. All right, that's probably about the safest way. Not the safest, but it's certainly a way you could do it.
It's not. That's still against the law, Ronnie.
It
What
is
are you
against the
saying?
law, but at least you are not moving and you're not weaving all over the road. But what always happens inevitably, and Vicky and I, we were out and about yesterday, and we heard people honk, and they're honking at people in front of them because they're looking at their phone and the light is green.
Right.
So in California, you have to pull to the side of the road, off of the roadway to use your phone. You're allowed to touch your screen to like 1 to 2 touches is all they allow. And then that's it. So it would be basically to, if you're on Bluetooth, you could answer your phone from your phone. But really, that's it. Or answer it and put it on speaker. You could do that. But other than that, you cannot hold it in your hand. It has to be, in your car somewhere or attached to a mount. And trust me, after a shoulder surgery and possibly at least one more pending, I'm not a big fan of people talking on their cell phones.
Yeah. I have a holder for mine. I've even said to you, driving, when you've texted me, like when I was to commute home or whatever.
Yep.
And I'll wait till I'm at a stop sign or a place where I'm stopped, and I'll write driving as if to say, I can't talk right now, instead of talking. So we're talking about pet peeves today, and one of the ones that drives me nuts, part of the reason that I don't go shopping places, slow walkers.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what, and I'm also going to throw into that, is the people in the grocery store that they roll their cart down the middle of the aisle.
Yeah.
And then when they need to stop and get ketchup or whatever, there's the cart. They leave it right there. They have no consideration whatsoever for the people that might happen to be in the store with them. And they leave their cart right in the middle of the aisle. That drives me crazy.
So we went to, we went to Sam's Club and Costco yesterday.
Wow, you were busy.
We got around. We have to buy, our refrigerator went out. So now we have to buy a frickin' refrigerator. And we've only had this one exactly 5 years. In Thanksgiving, it'll be 5 years. So, yeah. And we're looking at $2,500 refrigerators, so I'm not happy. Anyway.
Costco.
Yeah, so we went to Costco and Sam's looking at refrigerators. And then, of course, we went around to do the samples. And then you can always find something. We had to buy dog food and what have you. But it is absolutely true. The aisles there are set up for 2 carts wide and a little bit of room in the middle, typically. Well, when they're giving out samples, people pull their cart, leave their cart right where they were, then they stand over here, and then there's another cart on the other side, and they're standing waiting for the sample. So it literally, there's no way to get through that aisle. It's a roadblock.
Yeah.
It is. It's annoying.
And it's so discourteous.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it just shows that all you're thinking about is you and your own little world.
Yep. Well, and to go back to your first one about slow walkers, we saw Sammy Hagar on Friday night. And so it was held at a casino, a local casino. And so it's an outdoor concert. After the concert, everyone goes through the casino and they're going to use the restroom or get a drink or gamble or whatever. So you have 5,000 people going through the casino that weren't there just 5 minutes, previous to that.
Right.
And it's fairly wide, and everyone's moving in the same direction because they route all of the parking to a parking garage, which is on the far side of the casino. So everybody's pretty much moving in the same direction, and then three people wide in front of you, they just decide that's where they're going to stop
Right.
and talk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you got freaking salmon behind you trying to swim upstream. You got to get out of the way.
Yeah.
So people don't get it.
I don't understand.
It's all about them.
Yeah, it's, especially in crowds for concerts, there's little groups where people meet up and, and they stop wherever they are,
Yeah.
and whether you're walking or not. I always notice it at Sacramento Kings games too.
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're there for a purpose and you don't want to miss anything.
Yep.
Jimmy Fast says, if you want me to drive faster in the left lane, raise the speed limit.
I mean, it's kind of true.
A part of my drive on I-5 to work in the morning is at 70. That's the speed limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a small stretch, but still right after the bridge.
Well, and then because I came home on I-5 the other day, and 70 is about the slowest that people are moving on there.
No kidding, huh?
And it's not, CHP doesn't do a lot of patrolling on I-5 right there. So you're probably okay to do that.
Mm-hmm. Tom Sawyer said, good morning, Copper Dan. I was just thinking about you the other day. I hadn't heard from you. I was wondering if you were okay. And I guess you showed up today, so you are.
Oh, Mama Llama noticed that we're dressed. Well, she noticed that I was dressed up. Hello, we're kind of both dressed up, but...
Well, no, I'm usually wearing a collared shirt and you're wearing a t-shirt.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Okay.
Ronnie all dressed up, looking good.
I'll own that.
He shaved, too.
I did shave.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I did, too. Nothing is going to beat the mobile phone drivers. They don't even know when the light turns green.
Exactly. Oh, boy, that's a pet peeve. Yeah, so many of mine are driving related.
Yeah.
You know what? Post some of your pet peeves in the chat.
We want to hear from you.
I'd love to see those.
Okay, so some other popular pet peeves, if you will. People who leave dirty dishes in the sink. My whole sink is a sink full of dirty dishes.
That happens?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adults and a child age 3 in my house. That sink is constantly full. And
you know what? It takes exactly 5 seconds to rinse off a plate and stick it in the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't really have... The only thing we have sometimes in our sink is a couple pots and pans from, the meal prep. Mm-hmm. But they don't stay in there very long, so...
Okay, let's see. People who talk loudly on their cell phones in places of business.
Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah. I know, Jim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Sue. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll be right with you. Just a minute, please.
Yeah. Or this. Oh, this is the doctor? Yeah. So do I have VD or not? I gotta know. Yeah. I gotta know, Doc.
All right, what are you guys saying here in the live chat? Speed limit in Montana is 80, and the roads are just not built for 80 there.
So
the condition of the roads, is that what you're talking about, Tom?
I was in Montana. It's been a few years ago now. But the one thing, and somebody had gotten a ticket. I was at a fly fishing camp in Montana.
Sakar, I'm sorry, I see your comment.
And somebody had gotten a ticket for going over 80 miles an hour, but it's a $5 ticket, and it's for abusing the EPA laws or something, like wasting gas, basically.
Right.
And that was it, $5.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I drove basically from Butte to Great Falls, and I probably passed a total of 20 cars total. There's nobody on the roads in Montana. So you got that going for you. You couldn't drive here for 5 minutes at 4:00 in the morning and not see another car.
Yeah.
There's cars everywhere.
At that point now.
Yeah.
Sakar says, you are making it easy for puppets. Only one shirt needed for 2 puppets.
Man. Hey, we try. We're trying to help him out.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
We're not. How about people talking at the movie screen? Why do they do that? Don't go in that room. Don't go. We know they shouldn't go in that room. You don't have to yell it out to everybody.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Jason Dent, my pet peeve is when someone texted me complaining about someone, then act like they are that other person's best friend. Ooh. I'm not sure that I've been there, but sometimes you wouldn't know if they're, if they're doing it on the sly.
Yeah.
So I hope he's not talking about us.
Oh, I'm sure he's not.
No.
Jason, Sasha says, I'm with Jason on that one.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That reminds me of a couple of things. Puppets and people claiming they have the treasure.
Yes. Those are a couple pet peeves right now.
Yeah. We had, what is it, about 2 months ago now?
Oh, at least.
Yeah, about 2 months ago, we had a person contact us via Messenger, I think it was.
Yep.
Facebook Messenger, claiming that they, in fact, had the treasure, claiming that they took it to an auction house,
Yep.
claiming that they took a picture of the treasure to send to us so that we would believe that this person had the treasure.
Yep.
I think it's very interesting that we have not had one message from him or her
since this thing went to the auction house.
Yeah. And I keep checking the news.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that would make headline news if someone found the treasure.
You'd certainly think so.
So, and I don't think that anyone would falsely make that claim. I mean, what would be the purpose of doing that? That would make you an idiot.
It does seem a little bit insane to claim that.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like me claiming I was the Super Bowl MVP last year. I mean, I was in second place,
right.
But second place is the first loser.
If you believe it to be true, then it's a fact. Remember, I keep telling you that. If you believe it to be true, it's a fact.
I think maybe that might be the saying at a mental hospital, but yeah, that's not exactly
Juno
true.
says, Father, I have sinned. I've been late to Mass this morning. Please forgive me, Ronnie and Lou.
You know what? You're not that late.
No, you're less late than you think.
Yeah.
We're late. People kicking your seat behind you in the movie theater on airplane.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, man.
You just want to turn around and pound them.
Yeah.
And you can't, from what I understand. I think that's against the law.
Probably. I mean, it's kind of a gray area, but
yeah.
So here's a pet peeve that I just thought of. We were at Costco getting free samples, and sometimes when you get to the booth, they're not ready.
Right.
And so they're coming out, or she's cutting them up into sample sizes and what have you. So my wife and I will wait for a second, and then she puts the first two out, and then somebody that just walked up grabs both of those.
While you've been waiting?
Yes, while we've been waiting.
Oh, my.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Boom.
Serious.
I oughta.
God dang.
All right. What's with the matching prison attire?
I know. Yeah. We really need to do some pre-production on this. And what shirt are you wearing tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, yours. Well, I guess my.
I think. You know what? On they're very, very similar.
They look similar. Yours is more checked.
Mine is very checkered.
But you can't see that. Mine is just solid.
We can go by the Grays brothers, because the Blues, I think it's already been taken.
Yeah, I think somebody has that, bluesbrothers.com.
Yeah, so we're the Grays brothers.
Mm-hmm. So puppets. Yeah. You notice we haven't heard from him. In his last video, it was of me in a dress.
Yeah.
In a very unattractive dress, I might add. Although my legs...
They were looking good.
They did look good.
Yes.
And thank you for that. I appreciate that. Although I don't think I've ever shown my legs.
Thankfully not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't want to lose... No. Subscribers are hard to get. We don't want to lose them.
We don't.
Yeah.
So... what can we say, really, other than we hoped that it would just go away if we ignored it, and it appears, for now anyway.
It kind of has.
Because, I mean, think about it. Okay, so now he has a Ronnie puppet and a Lou puppet, and I don't think he's talented enough to do two at a time.
No,
Really?
No.
Really? Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
One's going to have to sit there. Yeah. Or he's going to have to hire somebody.
Yeah.
Which might work out better anyway because we have the same voice.
Right.
So
remarkable.
You can only tell which puppet is talking by the one that has the lips moving. So it's like, if you can't do a podcast of it because
no.
Yeah, you have to have a visual to see which one is talking. So
that's funny.
Puppet Force, you need to get some help and maybe a second person in there.
Yeah, because you're gonna. I mean, what are you gonna do when you get Forrest, Lou, and Ronnie together?
Right. Yeah.
And you need 3 people. Now you got a whole production. you got labor laws you got to follow.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. And like you said, I've watched the videos. I was very slightly amused just because I have a puppet of me, and he totally nailed my haircut.
He did.
But he's got my mustache coming very Hulk Hogan-y.
Yeah, it looks kind of like fangs.
Yes. Yeah, where mine is more spread out. So you gotta work on that just a little bit.
The only time I don't run around here on the show talking about being a smoker. I am. I don't brag or claim that. I don't even talk about it. But when we were on Sean's show that night, remember the first one?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
I was smoking in that video because I was just chilling and relaxing in my garage, and he incorporated the cigarette into that. And I thought that was pretty funny.
That was. So, you know what? Like I said, he hit it on a couple of marks, but he also missed it on quite a few marks.
And, if you take our parody and his parody, they don't even compare.
No.
And that's what I actually said to him in the email that talked about and started all of this.
You know what? Far be it from either of us, though, to hey, if that's his dream and his YouTube channel, let him run with it.
Yeah,
you know what? It doesn't hurt my feelings.
I just wish it was more creative, and
maybe we could help him. Maybe we could help him make it just a little bit better. I don't know.
Oh,
Jimmy Fast saying his is when somebody leaves the restaurant without washing their hands, especially if you're at a restaurant and it's like the cook.
Yeah,
you see him. Hey, that's the guy making my food.
That's the sushi maker.
Yeah. Sorry, check, please.
Yeah,
I don't like that either.
Restaurants and doctors' offices that have no soap in the dispenser. Yeah,
that makes you wonder.
Yeah. They should have a separate place for employees to go to the potty, I would think.
Most big restaurants do, just because of that. They don't want to wash their hands, so they don't have to.
Tom Sawyer asks Ronnie, do you like the show Reno 911?
Love it.
I watched it all the time.
Love it.
Yeah.
And in fact, Wendy McClendon, I think was her name. She is now on
the Goldbergs?
Yeah, she's now on the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
And although she looks a lot different, she's lost a lot of weight. She looks amazing, really. But she was super funny in that show. I even watched the movies, the Reno 911 movies. Good stuff. Very well written. And, I actually heard, I think his name is Thomas Lennon. He played Lieutenant Dangle.
With the short shorts.
Yes, he played Dangle. And he was on somebody's podcast that I was listening to. And he said that they have like a rough script that they, that sets up the storyline, but the rest of it is just ad-libbed. And so I thought, you know what, that is some talent right there when you can, you know what the story is going to be, but you're allowed to kind of come up with your own funny stuff and make it happen.
Improv.
And they did. Every single one of those shows was a hit. So here's another one of my pet peeves is adults. Again, this is a driving one. You're losing your lane. Okay, so it's going from 2 lanes to 1 lane. And in a civilized society, this car goes, then this car goes, then this car goes, then this car goes.
Sure.
But what happens is somebody's going to go, nope, I'm going right behind this car, and they're going to cut you off. And like, really?
I deal with that in my drive home every single day.
Come on. it's weird. This is it's not 100% civilized society,
Well,
but
it's your turn.
yeah,
That's what everyone else is doing.
just go in turn.
You're not more special than anyone else.
You kind of learned it in kindergarten.
Yeah, you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Did you miss that day?
Maybe this guy didn't take a nap that day, so
Yeah.
and didn't get his milk.
He didn't get his milk and his little straw. Okay, so on the program today, in addition to pet peeves, we're going to do our Mantasy draft picks again.
Oh, this is a good one.
I think it is. It's such a broad category. And I think that we want to start taking some suggestions from you before we do rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any strategy on that this week. Okay, by the way.
Oh, okay, good.
So,
Because it's not worked for you the last
not 3 weeks.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times, I think. Yeah.
Well, no, see, now remember now, last week I didn't want to go first.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Because
true.
I had that Corvette pick.
That's true.
I had that one in the bag, and I
Yep.
thought you were going to take that first.
Yep.
By the way, Ronnie claims that he won last week, but I've looked at a lot of the replies, and I think he may be wrong.
Yeah.
I think I took that one with Camaro, Corvette, and Challenger, the 3 C's,
Yeah. I had Roadrunner,
which is a great pick.
GTO.
Another great pick. The Judge would have been a good one.
Right.
I guess that is inclusive.
GTO Judge.
Mm.
And I can't even remember what my third one was.
Oh, crap. I don't know.
Oh, my God. Senior moment.
Yeah. Okay. So today, in our Mantasy draft picks, and we want y'all to start sending your suggestions right now, it is famous television catchphrases. Okay.
I've got some good ones already.
Me too.
Yeah, I have some good ones
Famous
already.
television catchphrases.
I'm not sure anybody is going to be able to beat the ones that I have here, which I'm going to put out of your view.
Oh yeah. Well, I got my phone turned over.
So you
see?
can't steal them.
Okay.
Yeah.
For example, the one that Ronnie gave when we were chatting this up the other night, it was "Kiss My Grits."
Kiss
from
my grits.
Flo from Alice. Okay, so
Yes.
that's what we mean.
Yep.
And we won't give any more away. We want to, damn watch. We want to see your suggestions here. Sure to have a heart attack. Cutting in line, bad parking, letting their dog go on his sidewalk. Oh yeah, not picking it up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, so in our Mantasy draft picks today, we will be doing TV catchphrases, and this is all encompassing in that we'll go back all the way to the 50s, I guess, if we need to.
Yep.
But we each pick 3.
Yep.
And the way that our Mantasy draft pick works is we do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Ooh, that's an idea. Here's a spin.
Okay.
The person who wins rock, paper, sisters. Rock, paper, scissors gets to choose whether they go first or not.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay?
That makes perfect sense.
That makes the rock, paper, scissors things all that more important.
You know what? Ken Blythe says, "Book 'em, Dano." Classic.
We had that one on a comment last
And then
week.
Jason Dent. This is one of my favorites. In fact, I wore it on a shirt last week.
Mm-hmm.
Bazinga.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing one. I love
Sheldon
that
just
word.
does not know comedy or sarcasm.
No.
He has no concept of either one of those.
Bazinga.
Buzzing. That's all, folks. That's all, folks.
It's a good one.
All right. Keep them coming, okay?
Uh,
I love it when a plan comes together.
no soup for you.
Yeah, that's a great
That
one.
is a good. I hope that's. We should probably stop because a couple of these might be.
I'm feeling the same way, Ronnie.
You know what? I'm going to throw this one out there. I hope it's not one of yours.
Okay.
But I watched this show so much.
Uh-huh.
Mark Darling, just the facts, man.
Oh, Dragnet.
Dragnet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I've not seen it either.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's.
To the moon, Alice.
Oh.
Ralph Cramden.
Yep.
Good night, John Boy. The Waltons. Yep.
Oh, dang.
hmm
I hadn't even thought about that one.
I did last night. I thought
Wow.
about that. It came to mind. Run for the chopper. Hurry. We got to move. Hurry. Get in the chopper.
It's not a tumor. Oh, that's not a TV show, though.
Yeah. Here's Johnny.
Oh,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, I can't sing that.
oh,
No, I can better not.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we'll be doing our Mantasy picks coming up in a few minutes. Get your suggestions in now. Today, we're talking about people's pet peeves. There's 2 that I can think of. One, when a person says to you, look, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. So you weren't being honest before.
ever before,
Right.
right? And oh gosh, what was the other one? I just saw it here in my notes.
Well,
No offense.
oh, yeah. Oh, of course
Man,
not.
you are one ugly SOB. No
Yeah.
offense.
No offense. Well,
None taken.
yeah. I love it. I love it when people tell me that. Why would I take offense to that? I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Jimmy Fast said, turn signals mean speed up to the people behind you.
Yes, they do.
Yes. So,
We were talking about that. That's like
God dang.
when you're in a lane and you leave like 4 or 5 car lengths between you and the car in front of you because that's what you were told to do.
right.
When you do that, you were making room for 5 cars to get in there.
Right.
And you end up being the one that has to stop.
Yep.
Drives me nuts. Tell you what. You know, here's a pet peeve. People that clip their nails in public.
Oh, dang, just that sound even.
I know. I had a person that used to do that at work, Ron.
Oh my God.
I mean, that is so inappropriate. It's like, I don't know, changing your shirt in front of people.
So I will tell you this. When I worked patrol, so when I had a canine, I had my own personal vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
A canine vehicle that was only assigned to me.
Mm-hmm.
But typically when you work patrol, you end up sharing your car with somebody on maybe a night shift on the other side of the week.
Uh-huh.
So you work completely different days of the week and shifts. And I one time got into my patrol car and there were toenails in the footwell. The person I shared my car with took their freaking boot and their sock off and trimmed their toenails in the patrol car. Like, all right, well, you know what? I have to I can't ride the whole shift with this. I have to go vacuum it out. Like, come on. Oh my God.
You know, that just grosses me out, just even thinking about that. I mean, to share a vehicle and, oh my, I don't know. Okay. When somebody messes with the car radio while you're driving.
Oh my God.
You ever have that?
Yeah.
I've done it a couple of times myself. When the song is just too bad. If it's like Casey and the Sunshine Band, I can't. I just can't. And I'm going to push another button, not even caring what it lands on.
Yeah. Well, and see, in my vehicles, in both my Corvette and my Tundra, I have iPods hooked up.
Uh-huh.
And so that's all you've got. You've got the iPod, but it's about 800 songs, very good songs. So there's no reason to want to change one. You know,
well, to you, they're all good songs.
They're all 800 plus are great songs.
You know, Ronnie, that is one area where you and I differ musically.
Yes.
Ronnie is a classic rock fan. And, you know, I used to do a radio show on a classic rock station. And I know my classic rock as well as anybody else. But for me, I think I've mentioned this before now that I think about it. I have got to hear some new songs. I do not want to hear Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones for the 2,993,000th time.
I do.
I don't.
See, and we have a common friend. Actually, he's more your friend. He's only a Facebook friend of mine. I've never really met the guy. That was in Radio Tony.
Oh, right.
That was in radio he's still in radio. He's probably been in 40 years maybe in radio.
Yeah, he does radio commercials now.
Yeah, actually he's probably been in, I don't know, it's 4 decades, whatever. And he was saying that the biggest complaint with classic rock is you have a playlist and it never gets bigger. It's the same. The classic rock playlist has been the same for the last 20 years. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. When I go to Spaghetti Factory, I order the same thing for the last 30 years. So
I'm the same way.
I don't care that much about anything new. I mean, when we watch, and we don't watch them very often, but if we watch any music award shows, I've yet to go, ooh, that's going to be a classic. That's going to be around for 40 years. I don't know that they're making songs right now that in 40 years people are going to go, oh yeah, this is my favorite song. It's been my favorite song for the last 40 years. Where I can tell you right now, we heard it yesterday coming home, Rocking Down the Highway, Doobie Brothers. And Vicky goes, "This is your jam."
Yeah.
That's my jam. That is my jam.
See, on my radio show, we do this thing called cartoons. We play 3 cartoons in the hour, the talk hour. And they, there aren't any new cartoons as a rule.
Right.
And so they're all on a playlist and they come up every so often. And that's Ronnie's favorite because that's a cartoon,
Yep.
Rocking Down the Highway.
Yep.
A great song, don't get me wrong. But you know what? If I want to listen to Doobie Brothers, I want to hear something like The Captain and Me. Or
South City Midnight Woman.
Oh, yeah. See, that's like, I don't want to say it's not a hit. It's like a little deeper cut.
Yep.
And see, that's because I don't want to hear a song I've heard 190 million times.
Yep.
I'd rather hear something else from the band. All right, let's go back and talk about some of the chat here. Some of the folks are suggesting our TV catchphrases.
Ooh.
Mark Darling says, "Would you believe?" Remember from Maxwell Smart?
Yes.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Geez, Edith.
This one, I don't know. Well, I guess we could still, these are suggestions. We can use anybody's suggestion.
Sure.
But Ken Blythe, hey. Fonzie.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Juno says, biting their nails is the worst, most disgusting thing to do ever. Get that out of your mouth, Tom.
I'm not sure they bit their toenails off. They probably use clippers, but if you're that limber, I say go for it.
Yeah. Did I do that from Steve Urkel?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a great show. What was that called? Family Matters? I think?
No. Oh, maybe it was.
Oh, Sasha says, you are not the mama. Norm from Cheers.
Yep.
Hey, you know what, Sammy? I love Cliff.
Cliff was
As a
amazing.
matter of fact, Sam, that's a wicked noise you're making.
Cliff, and I can't think of his name, has still he's got meaningful employment. You know that he's done every Toys episode?
Oh, yeah.
He is the voice of, I can't
Slinky?
remember. I'm not honestly sure. It might be the Slinky or the Pig. And I think they're on Toy Story 4 now, if I'm not mistaken. So, and God, the residuals have to be huge from that.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of money. So he's done okay.
Otis says, and the Doobies brothers are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, you know what? Chicago wasn't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame forever either. They finally, through enough fan outrage, they finally got elected, or they finally are in the Hall of Fame now.
Well, they all deserve it in some way, shape, or form. It's just
Yeah.
kind of a matter of time and priorities, I guess. I don't think that's monetarily influenced.
Well, and the biggest thing that was hurting
John Ratzenberger, yeah.
John Ratzenberger.
Who was he in Toy Story?
Yeah. But the biggest thing that was hurting Chicago was people said they haven't really done any rock in like 2 decades. They're more of a
jazzy,
easy mix type of thing. But you know what? There are not a lot of songs that are much rockier to me than like 25 or 6 to 4.
Oh, that's a jam.
God dang, that's a good song.
Remember in high school, the marching bands always played that song.
Oh yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the pep band in high school, and we played it in high school band.
Tom, come on, man. Really? Do you not know us by now? Do you see that comment, Ronnie?
Oh,
come on, man. Take it.
Led Zeppelin.
Hello.
You know what? I just saw Led Zeppelin about 2 months ago. Well, it's a tribute band. But I am super, super big on Led Zeppelin tribute bands. I've probably seen a dozen. And in fact, one of the best ones I saw, you can check them out on YouTube. I'll give them a little bonus here. It's called Zepparella.
Oh, the all-female.
All-female Led Zeppelin band. They freaking killed it. We saw them at a place called Ace of Spades downtown.
Yeah.
Really, really good. The guitar player, amazing. And she is the daughter of the editor of Guitar Magazine. So
Seems appropriate.
Yes. and she is just so great. And she has her own band, and I'm not really. I listened to it because I thought it would be good. I'm not a gigantic fan of that, but the Zeppelin tribute bands to me are pretty good.
Chicago is wuss rock, Mark Darling says.
Yeah, yeah, not back in the day in the '70s.
Peter Cetera,
he kind of
that changed things.
He kind of wussed it up a little bit.
Yeah, it became more easy listening, and as did the Doobie Brothers with Michael McDonald.
Right.
Not such a fan. He was too Kenny Loggins-y for me.
Right.
Now, Kenny Loggins, if you want to talk about Loggins and Messina and the song Angry Eyes,
oh yeah,
we can talk about that.
Oh dang, that's like a 12-minute song or something. Isn't it?
About 8 minutes or so.
Yeah,
and it goes longer live.
What the DJs play when they have to go to the bathroom.
Exactly. Exactly, Ronnie. Ronnie, have you heard of Dred Zeppelin?
No.
Well, that sounds good, though.
No, but I saw a band called, in fact, you saw them also, Led Zepp again.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They played at a party we went to, and they've also played at Powerhouse Pub, and I've seen them 3 times now. Saw one called Led Zeppelin Live. I saw one called, God, I can't even think of what the name of them was, but they, we saw one called Zoso.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Zoso was kind of a Zodiac thing that Led Zeppelin did that, has kind of turned into something. Oh, dang. And then, who said this? Tom Sawyer. Greta Van Fleet. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
They
only heard of them.
They are a current day Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah. I remember reading something about that.
They are so good. And they really do. You can tell that they are very heavily influenced by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom Sawyer, for bringing that up. I've probably watched 20 of their videos on YouTube. They're amazing.
All right. Let's do our Mantasy draft picks.
Yes.
Ronnie.
I can't wait to win again.
My butt. I got the winning right here.
Here it is.
A lot of winning going on right here.
Here it is.
Let me explain how this is going to work. Turn that away. I don't want to see it.
Okay. My number 1 is the winner, by the way.
I don't know. I got a pretty good number 1, Ron. The way that it works is we do rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm burping coffee. Then the winner can choose whether they want to go first or go second.
Because second gets 2 picks in a row.
Exactly. So, and that's pretty strong in terms of directing where the first guy gets to go afterwards.
Right.
So It is a... all right, so now we're going to go into famous TV catchphrases. So, without further ado, hold on, let me get my hands warmed up too. We're in Sacramento. It rained all day yesterday.
It did.
It's really chilly today.
Kind of cold. Yeah. I don't feel bad wearing a long sleeve shirt right now.
I don't either.
Whereas like 2 weeks ago, actually just 1 week ago, it was 100 degrees here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yesterday it got up to 70.
Right. That's 30 degrees, people.
Yeah.
Sorry about the math. All right, Ronnie.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay.
Okay, so I won that one.
So your pick.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go first. And in the first round of TV catchphrases...
I was going to let you go first, by the way.
You were, huh?
Yes, because I'm counting on you not taking what I think is the number 1 catchphrase.
Okay, well, the odds are good.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with... That's what she said.
Oh,
mic drop.
From The Office.
From The Office.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one.
All right, so now Ronnie goes second, and he'll have 2 picks.
Okay. Now this, just because of where you're from, I thought you might take this one, but it's a little more out there.
Okay.
How you doing?
I was going to take that. It's
Joey Tribbiani from Friends.
That's strong, Ronnie.
How you doing?
That is pretty strong.
Yes.
All right.
I love that one.
Now That's What She Said was my pick. How You Doing is Ronnie's first pick, and now he'll give his second pick.
Okay. And then being in law enforcement, I can't not use this one.
All right.
Nip It in the Bud.
Oh, that's Deputy Fife.
Barney Fife, Andy Griffith show.
That's right, Andy. You need to nip it in the bud.
Gotta nip it in the bud.
All right. So Ronnie has How You Doing?
How you doing?
And Nip It in the Bud. Going way back for that one, Ron.
Yeah, that's deep. That's a deep cut.
Okay, so now do I go
Now
two
you
picks?
got two. Now you do the last two.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. All right. I got it. In addition to my very strong That's What She Said, I'm going to go with legend, wait for it, Dairy. Okay? So that's my second
That's
pick.
Barney from How I Met Your Mother.
That's What She Said and Legendary. And now I got one more pick. Okay, I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
My third pick, final pick in our Mantasy draft of TV catchphrases will be, that's a little pitchy, dog.
Oh.
Mic drop.
Wow.
Mic drop. Okay, Ronnie, so you've got one more pick left.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay, so let me review. I have That's What She Said, Legendary, and that was a little pitchy, dog.
Yep. So my number 3, again, it's going back in TV.
Uh-huh.
I know nothing.
Oh, that's Sergeant Schultz.
Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now you can cast your votes right now as you're watching
Who won?
for which team you think has the better draft, the better players.
Yep.
And when we get done here with our live show, how are we on time right now?
Let's see.
Could you mind checking? I don't
Yeah.
think I have that on
We
my
are
screen.
at about, 46 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to probably wrap things up here pretty quick. All right, so Ronnie, please go over your picks in our
Okay.
Mantasy picks.
Number 1,
Right.
Joey Tribbiani.
How
you doing?
Okay.
Okay. And then Barney Fife, Nip It in the Bud.
Right.
And then Sergeant Schultz, I know nothing.
Okay. I have That's What She Said,
Yep.
Legendary,
Yep.
and that was a little pitchy dog. How about a few honorable mentions? Yada, yada, yada.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then one of mine I use this when I answer the phone. When I see it's my wife calling, I use this one from Seinfeld, but I change it up. He said, "Hello, Newman." And I say, "Hello, Vicky."
One of the other honorable mentions I had was no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop!
Jimmy Fast is already saying I won, so
Wait, well, Jimmy Fast.
yeah.
Lou was doing so well, and then I didn't get the third reference.
And Rick.
Oh,
and
it's
Otis.
American Idol.
Rick and Otis both saying I won. Sasha, she's picking the losing side. She says you got it.
I got it, Sasha. It's you and me.
Yeah.
Okay, Lou gets this one.
Well, Sicker says Lou was doing so well, and then she didn't get the third reference.
Yeah, it was American Idol. That was Randy Jackson.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
you're
sure
a pitchy dog.
I'm not sure that might be too, I don't know,
Think
too
about
contemporary
how it's
maybe.
it's eclectic.
But you know what? When we're watching shows, and I have a pretty damn good ear, and we'll be watching one of the singing competitions, and I'll go, "Oh dang, he was all over the place,"
Mhm.
and Vicky will say, "Oh, I don't know, sounded okay," and then one of the judges will go,
It was a little pitchy dog.
you were up and you were above and you were below," and I go, "Yeah, told you."
Really says buttoned up Ronnie essay.
Hey, what's up, dog?
Jason says the honorable mentions are better than the actual picks.
Okay. Oh, well, here's another one.
Okay.
JJ says, Dynamite.
Yeah.
That was
What
a
about
good
you fired?
Oh, yeah. The Donald.
You are the biggest loser.
And I almost went back to Kiss My Grits. I was going to pull that one out.
How about, is that your final answer?
Oh. And this one. See, all mine are like old TV shows. Marsha.
Yeah. I thought about that one too.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there you go. You can cast your vote on our website. We'd love to have you go and check it out. It's menaresosmart.com. Very easy to remember. Menaresosmart.com. You know, I don't know how many of the people on our live chat today are subscribers to our channel, but if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, would you mind doing it? We would appreciate that.
Give it a subscribe.
Yeah, we were banging that drum for a while about raising our subscribers. And then, some people that we really kind of trust and look up to said, look, just keep doing what you're doing and you'll get those subscribers. So that's our approach now.
And we have been.
Yeah, we have.
They've been coming,
Mhm.
steady.
What are you talking about, Willis? Ronnie won. No, wait, Lou.
What you talking about, Willis?
On the fence.
I do like that one.
Yep. No chest for you. Is that your final answer? Yeah. All right. So our website, our Facebook page.
I think we left a few good ones on the table.
Well, you know what? On the website, you can actually enter what your picks would be.
Yeah.
You can pick who wins
Yes.
between Ronald and I, and then you can actually make your picks there if you wish to interact with us. menaresosmart.com. As soon as we finish up here, I'm going to go there and make those changes.
Okay,
So
all right.
within 20 minutes or so, you should be able to vote. Again, we're on Facebook at Men Are So Smart. My email address, because you notice we haven't had a crawl across the screen today, is Lou at menaresosmart.com.
Mine is Ronnie at menaresosmart.com.
Remember, you can communicate with us during the week. We love it. Our shows, it appears we're going to start going on Tuesday, Thursday, and then live on Sunday. That's the plan right now. Please tell your friends. Everybody keeps texting us and saying, "Oh, I thought you had a show on Monday." No.
Tuesday, Thursday.
It works out better for me in terms of editing if I don't have to run home and get an episode done for tomorrow, which is Monday, obviously.
Right.
So it gives me a little extra time.
You know what? I wonder, is this a catchphrase? You know who does that?
No.
Blake on The Voice.
Oh, Blake Shelton.
Yeah, when he's wanting somebody to pick him as his coach.
Oh, he does that, huh? You know, I kind of boycott Blake Shelton because of my wife.
Yeah, your wife has a serious...
She does.
She's crushing on him.
She is totally crushing on him.
Yep.
And whatever makes her happy. She's a 6-year-old woman.
That's okay, because my wife loves Adam, so...
Oh, there you go.
It's all good.
That's why the show is so dang popular,
Yeah, it's all good.
especially with women.
Yep.
Okay, so I subscribe every Friday, says Jimmy Fats. You're the one, huh? All right. Captain Marvel, I love Fridays. So do I. Because they're followed by Saturdays.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got to subscribe real quick. All right, please do, Juno. Appreciate it.
And it's actually, Juno explained the name to me the other day.
Okay.
It's Juno who it is.
Oh, I do, Juno.
Juno who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
And until it was put together for me, I was just thinking Juno, but it's kind of, you got to say the whole thing. Juno who it is.
I know it is.
Juno who it is.
I got it. Okay. Anything else before we get out of here?
Boy.
I think that's going to do it, Ron.
Let's hope we can end this thing easier than we started it.
Okay, so how are we going to do it exactly?
I don't know.
Are we going to wait till the mouths stop moving?
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of hinky the way that this works.
Yeah, because typically, as soon as you reach for the end stream,
Right.
it stops.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we're still in mid-sentence.
Right,
So,
but then one time I let it go and clicked end stream and it didn't go away.
yeah,
It showed us.
I think I was wiping my nose
All
or
right, look.
something.
Here we go. First of all, we were late an hour and a half today, or an hour.
1 hour.
Okay.
Almost exactly, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try to get online at 6 a.m. next week.
Maybe you could warm up the cable
Yes.
before I get over here. That would be helpful. All right. Midnight mass on Fridays. Hey, that's not a bad idea, except we'll both be asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you on Tuesday morning with our next show.
Yep.
That'll be at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. East Coast time. Plan accordingly. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye.
Is it over?
Stop.
Are we done?
Stop it. Don't talk.
I gotta scratch my crotch. Oh, me do this. Oops.
Do what comes natural. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah. Dang. I did just hit the wrong button.
Great.
I don't know if we're live or not.
I'm about to click this son of a bitch. Look at the delay.
That's pretty awesome.
Trying to get online at 6 a.m. next week. We need to warm up.
That's not where we stopped. I know that. There we go. Adios. I think we're off.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you on Tuesday morning with our next show. Yep. That'll be at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m.
Still live. Okay, that does it.
Oh my God.
I'm done.